Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? Oh, was that a question? I'm sorry. Were you asking me a question? Yes. Say yes. If you brought
Yep.
a question today to the Q&A day, you bring the questions, we've got the answers. Okay? Because we are live here every Friday at the Hangout with Michael show, and our intention is to uplift you, inspire you, and give you tools and processes so you can have a rich, awesome, rich, full, delicious life. And we do that by enhancing your knowledge around law of attraction, around NLP, around your life purpose, and of course, emotion code and body code subjects and how they can help you do that. And I'm Michael O'Shea, and I am the author of 3 books. I think they're right here. I should have them in front of me, but you know what? I don't. And we're live here today. Episode number 257. That means for 257 Fridays, I have been here. Well, maybe took 2 or 3 off. And I've always had esteemed guests with me, including today. I'm in beautiful Victoria on the west coast of Canada. John, you are close in Vancouver. Say good morning to our friends today.
Good morning. Yes, I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and I'll be reading comments today. So get your comment or questions in early. And yeah, I'm an emotion code practitioner and body code as well, helping people all over the world distantly with emotion code and body code, and helping with chronic pain, and co-host of the Bro Show.
That's right. Now, in the event that you've never heard about the emotion code, body code, or you're never around on the Saturday to see the Bro Show, you know what? I'm going to tell you what we're doing tomorrow. And we're just going to give you a quick little introduction. We usually wait to the end, but I wanted you to hear what we're going to do live on the air via Facebook tomorrow using the emotion code. John, can you tell us what tomorrow's subject is and what people can expect?
Yeah, tomorrow's subject is cold or flu, weak immune system. Can the emotion code help? Can it?
I don't know. Does that sound like you? Do you have a cold or a flu? Do you feel like your body's just not responding really well and you don't know why? Could it be the emotion code? So tomorrow, John, during the live show that starts at 9 o'clock on this channel, we're going to be looking for 2 people that have cold or a flu or feels their immune system's down. And John, what is the process called that we're going to give them? It's an emotion code treatment, but specifically we're going to be testing for
trapped emotions and testing the immune system. Yeah.
We're going to test their immune system. We're going to find out the negative, unprocessed, trapped emotions, blocking that from being healthier. And we're going to do it for you live tomorrow. I know you want us to do it right now, but really tomorrow, be here at 9 o'clock. Because today, John, let's remind them again, it's what?
Today's Q&A day.
That's right. So before we get started, I got a couple of announcements. John's going to queue up and get ready to welcome our viewers today. I've got a few seminars coming up, one in Victoria, BC on October 21st. It's a Sunday afternoon. And I'm coming to Windsor, Ontario. They're selling lots of tickets. They're doing a really great job getting the word out and creating a buzz. We had months in advance, so they're a great team to work with. That's on Sunday, November 11th in the afternoon as well. And the Vancouver Health Show is coming up at Canada Place in Vancouver. I am their celebrity speaker. I didn't call myself that. They did, although I love it. I love it! So I am the celebrity speaker. I'm speaking twice, once on Saturday on what everyone needs to know about law of attraction and its impact on their life. You know, my signature presentation, but only live. And then on Sunday, I'm giving the 7 keys to the emotion code. There could be up to 1,000 people in the audience. Holy S-balls.
Big deal.
And I created it all through law of attraction and emotion code. And I can point to everything that I'm attracting and I can say, this is here because of me. Oh, yes, I'd like to travel across Western Canada and do the biggest health show on the West Coast and present on law of attraction on Saturday and emotion code on Sunday and get all the media and have a booth while I'm there. Yes, I've been waiting for your call. Yes, I'll go to Calgary, Victoria, and Vancouver.
I think I saw your face on a bus.
Oh, I had to do an emotion code session after I saw the producer of the show sent me a picture on the back of a Vancouver bus, and it's my big face in my book. And as soon as I saw it, I had all these emotions, and I didn't know what they were called, but right away I did an emotion code, and it was awkward and uncomfortable. And I thought, imagine being a movie star and seeing your face everywhere, and whether you gave permission or not, or in the tabloids. So I don't know. So if you're parked behind a bus and you think it's me, oh, it is. She told me about her strategy. She said they get excellent response from that back of the bus ad. Okay, enough about me. John, who has joined us nice and early this morning, please go ahead.
Hey, Sig Brown.
Hey,
Hello.
Sig Brown, good morning.
Natasha Paula Samuel says hello. Michael John, looking forward to the show.
Good stuff.
And
Good
Kelly
morning.
Carson says good morning, Michael and John.
Hey, Kelly, good morning.
And we have Jennifer Towner. Good morning. I may have to watch later. My curator is coming in to look at my artwork. LOA!
Woohoo.
Exclamation.
I am in the process of attracting everything that I need to do, know, or have so I can attract the ideal curator who becomes the ideal investor and buyer of all my products. I love how the universe is unfolding everything that I need to say, know, and do during that meeting so I'm in perfect harmony with this curator so I can move my artwork to the next level.
There you go.
Who else,
Hey,
John?
good morning. Kelly Mae Glover. She says good morning, Michael and John.
AMG. Go ahead, John, continue.
Yeah, we have, Sasavan is here. Hello, beautiful friends from India. Hey,
Sasavan, good evening to you. Good morning to us.
And Tammy Prince says good morning, Michael John. Don Boem says, hey, Michael and John. And Elmer I'm not going to pronounce that name, says
Maybe I
hello.
should give the screen a little clean there, John, because I'm still looking for a cue.
They're coming up.
Loving
We've got some
everyone to
hellos.
Reese's Pieces, just so you know, but we're looking for a cue. Oh, you know what? Let's take a quick little break, and I want to encourage people. If you've been following my Facebook page, you'll know right now I'm working on this live Facebook Live 5-part series on your life purpose. It comes with the list, and it comes with the workbook. And we just finished class number 3, and it's free for now. But after we do all of these live, I'm going to package it for $97. So if you want to save $97 and you want to figure out what your life's purpose is, guess what? I've got a gift for you. I was going to record each one, hide it on YouTube or block it on YouTube so I can use it in my course. But a lot of people said, oh, please leave class number 1. So right now on this Facebook page, you'll see class number 1, 2, and 3. They're about 25 minutes. It'll also show you how and where to download the worksheets and also the list. And also, I refer to the book a lot. So it's a book club and it's a seminar. It's free. It's live on my Facebook page right now. If you're watching this after the end of October, hashtag so sorry, they're not there anymore. They're definitely only going to be out there for another week. These are the 5 series. I recorded 3. I'm live Monday and Wednesday with class number 4 and 5. Hey, and if you're one of those people that are participating in it, give me a shout out in here and tell us what's the best thing you like so far, what's something you've uncovered or learned, or just an encouragement for others to do it. John, who's saying what?
Janet Logan says, good morning. This is so cool how we can engage in an almost daily basis.
Oh, well, Janet Logan's is a top fan. She's been with me for all of your life purpose classes. And so, yeah, it's funny when people meet me, they're very connected to me. They're very intimate with their, how they connect with me, and they're new to me, but I know names, and sometimes they change their picture, but I know names for sure. Sheldon Foster's in the house. He's from Baltimore. Love seeing that. Let's see, Janet Logan said, well, I'm in the process of writing a self-help book from my career coaching practice and seminars I've done. Beautiful start. The best way, and Janet, I know that you're doing this, the best way to write a self-help book is do a seminar on it so you can teach people how to do it themselves. That's why it's called self-help. And the best way to master all of your self-help books is do multiple seminars. I did about 25 seminars on this book, and I walked around the room and watching students fill out the forms and making mistakes, which really wasn't mistakes. It was their interpretation and that's how it got good. So good luck with your book, Janet.
And Sylvia Bellini says, hello, gentlemen. End of a lovely day in London. The Your Life's Purpose Facebook Lives are fantastic. Thank you very much.
Oh, Sylvia, thank you.
Fantastic was all caps.
Well, John, if we had a bell, we would ring it because look here, we have our first cue.
From Sasavan?
From our friend Sasavan from India. Can you explain the allowing tool, I have decided? So remembering that law of attraction is a 3-step process. And the third step is to get rid of the negative resistance that's stopping the flow of your desire. You know, step 1, I want one of these. Step 2, I'm going to include it in my vibrational bubble and make a collage and tell 10 friends and give it attention. So, you know, there are the 2 steps. And the third step is I need to remove the negative vibration that's stopping and blocking the flow of the desire. Because the speed at which you attract anything isn't determined on how much you want it, or how big your collage is, or how long you've been praying, or how bad you really want it. The speed at which you'll attract it is determined in how much negative vibration you have that's stopping the flow of it. So the tool that Sasavan, you know, I have 10 tools in my book. The tool he's referring to is called I have decided. Now, most people, if you were to scan your vocabulary over the last 7 days, I'd be interested to see how many people said that word, I've decided. Because there's a strong power behind, you can almost feel it when you say, you know what, I've decided that I'm going to attract well-paying clients from now on. There's a charge that happens. You know, most people can, that deciding just set the energy in motion. And it takes a lot of courage to say, I've decided. And that's why most of us never say it. Try it at home. You know, just say a sentence that you've decided, I've decided I want to have. Now, also, in my second book, Law of Connection, where I talk about the 4 NLP styles, each style really, like for example, the visual person might say, well, I really see myself, you know, I really see myself doing 2 weekly shows, and I really see myself, like, you know, we use the word see. And the auditory person would say, you know what sounds like a good idea? It sounds like if I could get 10 clients, or it sounds like if I, so they're all, and they use words common to them. The digital person, of course, they're in their head. They use their head to process information. So I've been teaching them to say, I've decided. When they decide, woo, get out of their way. I'd like to hear some feedback from Sasavan and other people. When you declared that, that's what it's a declaration. I've decided I'm working with this. I've decided to hang out with people that do this, this, and this. I've decided I'm going to do this about my body or my health. Boy, there's a charge. John, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a charge. You're moving forward and clearing out the doubt. Or reducing it anyways. Yeah.
It does. It's like, whew, that little rocket just took off. It's like, I've decided. Okay, John, I'm going to refresh. Who's saying what now?
Yeah, Lois says, good morning from Pleasantville, Iowa. Looking forward to another great show. We have Joe Lou Spleeth says she's here and watching. Barack Hobby is giving us a thumbs up. We have Cass McCrae. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, it's Cass McCrae. I'm trying to find where you're at, so that's why.
Yeah, Hannah Pell is waving. Polly Taylor says hi. Jamie plus Frank says good morning.
Hey, Jamie, could you give the link to the Windsor seminar? Jamie's sponsoring and putting it on. I'll say what it is. It's hangoutwithmichael.com/Windsor. And if you live in Detroit, right across the bridge, and you get a passport, come hang out with me. We're just across the bridge.
Great comment here from Heaven Lee.
Heaven Lee.
You see that?
You can read it.
I've been a fan of yours for years, Michael. I've seen you speak live in New York City. I resonate with your no-nonsense approach to LOA. I can't seem to erase the doubt, however. I know it's blocking me, but I can't seem to release it. Any new perspective would be very appreciated. Have a wonderful weekend.
What a beautiful question. And you know what saved the whole question? Any new perspective. That's what made this question, because I was going to think, okay, there's another student like me that's been practicing law of attraction, and sometimes things just don't come because we have doubt, and we try to do as much as we can to find proof to reduce doubt, yet it's still not coming to, why do I doubt it? And then comes Q, John. So we're talking about doubt, and then comes the new perspective, which is the emotion code. And the emotion code means it's a process that John and I are practitioners. We can connect with you. We can find out what your beliefs are about something or what your doubt is about something. Your conscious mind says you want it, but your subconscious mind is the boss of everything. And it knows everything that you ever experienced about love and money and what you smelled and what you tasted and what you experienced and all the trauma and all the failures. And whenever you've had those negative experiences, part of the emotions during that experience got lodged or trapped. John, they are called what?
Trapped emotions.
That's right. So in your adult self and in your conscious self, you say, I would like to attract this. I would like to attract this. That's your conscious mind, the alert part, thinking that I'm saying that right now. I would like 25 people to come to my presentation. And then your subconscious mind that remembers everything, thinking, well, remember that time about 18 years ago you put on that seminar and it was a disaster and all that? Well, there's trapped emotions left over from that event that are shaping, everybody knows what I'm talking about. There's trapped emotions left over from that event that ticked you off and it stuck with you for a while that have shaped your business or your life or your relationships or your body. And those trapped emotions is the two best news ever. Heaven, Lee, here's the best news ever. Number one, practitioner like John and I can identify what is the unprocessed trapped emotion that's causing you to have doubt or not believe it. And then number two, John, we can, it's a D word, we can
delete it.
Delete it. It's an energy, it's the size of a baseball, and it's an unprocessed trapped emotion. You can't see in an x-ray because it's energy. It's the one that's causing you pain, neck pain, back pain, lower pain. It's also causing you heartache. It's also causing you your problem about having doubts,
limiting beliefs.
Having beliefs.
Yeah. It's quick too.
Yeah. That was a long answer, but you know what? I wanted everyone to hear the good news and all of that. You know, this is the good news.
Yeah, law of attraction.
I've been a law of attraction guy for 25 years, and the reason why I took such an interest in the emotion code was exactly this conversation right here. I've got I stopped using the word don't, not, and no. I've shifted my vibration. I'm good at asking for what I want. I'm good at observing all my matches. Yet there's still things that were not getting what I wanted. Cue the emotion code, and that's how they married really nice together. Thanks, Heaven. Who else is saying what, please?
Camellia Bell. Good morning, Michael and John. And Sylvia Bellini has a question. Okay. I have a question regarding your life purpose. That first exercise of whittling down the 30. If you have a strong initial reaction to a need, could it be that it should really be on the yes list? For example, I reacted strongly to fairness and individuality, but then I snuck a question mark against them and had second thoughts. Have you any thoughts?
Well, there's still three more. Good. So Sylvie is referring to this free course that I'm doing right now. We just finished 3 classes called Your Life Purpose. Look up and down my page. The first 3 classes are there. One of the first exercises we did in class number 2 was to take a look at the 30 fulfillment needs. Now, I coined the word fulfillment needs. It doesn't exist. What are they? They're needs that fulfill you. Hashtag Captain Obvious. Fulfillment needs are needs that fulfill you. There's way more than 30, but I've been doing this work for a long time, doing a lot of seminars. So I took 30 of the most common ones. There's also a process if you want to add your own. That's taught in the course. That's free right now, live on the Facebook page before October 15th, in case you're watching an older version of this. We took the list of 30 needs and then we had to reduce it. It's like Survivor. At the end of the game called Survivor, who survives? Which one of these top 4 needs survive? So someone's getting booted out every class. So class number 2, take the list, strike through the ones that you know are not you, like just knee-jerk reaction. I'll just give you a couple of examples. One of them is fun. That's not me, but I bet John would find that one more appealing than I would. So I know I would cross it off. Somebody might say, I don't know. Well, then keep it. Because if it doesn't get booted out this week, it'll get booted out in the future. So do the exercise fast. Use your intuition. Use your gut feeling. Use the one that looks right. Use the one that makes sense. Because the purpose of the exercise, at each step, you're going to reduce it. Now, John, in the class, I was asking people, how many did you get it down to? And a lot of people said, I got mine down to 18 or to 15. And now, instead of working with 30, a list of 30, they've narrowed it down. And you see what happens? And then each class, I'm going to give them an exercise to help them reduce it. And at the end of the game, they all get to win. They all get to figure out what their fulfillment needs are. Answer Sylvia's question and all that.
I hope so. Sylvia, let us know. Here, another question here. Leanna Jansen.
Okay.
What is the real key to move from focusing on what is usually lack of something to changing thought and feeling to abundance?
Why don't I give a law of attraction answer and you give an emotion code answer? Okay? Law of attraction right now is eavesdropping on your vibration. You, not just you, Leanna, all of us, you. Yes, you, too, you. Law of attraction is eavesdropping on your vibration right now. And it's responding to the vibration that you're sending. And most people, without even knowing that they're doing it, are sending the vibration of lack. You know, I'd love to have that, but I don't have enough money. I'd love, and it's like they get the flyers in the newspaper. I can't look until there's not enough money. In other words, you're always noticing that you don't have enough money. You're seeing things as being, what's the word I'm looking for? Scarcity consciousness. I'm pretty scarcity consciousness. Now, law of attraction doesn't know where the feeling comes from. There's no gate. Let me check where the feeling came from, ma'am. It doesn't matter. Law of attraction is responding to the vibration that you're holding. So I'm going to give you an exercise to help you change your scarcityness to abundantness. In law of attraction, it doesn't know where the vibration came from, but when law of attraction finds a vibration, John, what does it do to it? It
matches it.
So today, I'm going to give you a law of attraction hack, sending the vibration of abundance. And as you're sending the vibration of abundance, the obedient law of attraction is checking and checking and checking to find out the vibration that you're sending. And the only way to become more abundant is to send the vibration of abundance. Leanna Jansen, this is for you. The exercise is called, Leanna, I want you to write this down for everybody. The exercise is called Seeing Things as Abundant. I'm just seeing things as abundant. And you can do it anywhere. Right now, I'm looking out my window, and there's a big hotel down the road, and right now, I'm just going to look at the windows. Like, there's 3, 6, 9, 12. There's 10 windows, 15 floors. Wow, that's a lot of windows. Look at the abundance of windows. Imagine the abundance of curtains needed for all those windows. Look at the abundance of when times they need to get washed. In other words, and then I would say, oh, speaking of windows, look at the cars. Like there's 2, 4, 6, 6. Oh, and look at that tree. There must be, I don't know, 10,000 leaves on that tree. And now I'm looking at my computer, looking at my calendar. There's at least 60 highlighted days on. So what I'm doing is that I'm noticing the abundantness of things. Oh, look at the tiles on the floor. How many? There's 2, 4, 6. Wow, there's like 200 tiles on this floor alone. So the exercise is called is seeing things as abundant. So that's what I want you to notice today. And it doesn't have to do anything with money. You just have to look at things and notice how many there are of those things. And in your observation of how many that you're noticing, part of you is like that you're playing this game to do the homework, to be deliberate about including the vibration of your vibration, so it includes abundance. So you're keeping score and you're having fun with it, which causes you to send the vibration of abundance. And the obedient law of attraction will check it. And then you know what's going to happen. Then you're going to attract something abundant. Then you're going to notice it with your own eyes. And then you're going to say, am I ever attractable? John, what does attractable mean?
It means you're able to attract.
That's right. And then when you can point at it and say, that's here because of me, that's here because of me, that's here, look how abundant I am. And all of a sudden, what was a hack to help you send the vibration of abundance has become your reality, which means whatever is real for you. And in your observation of reality causes you to send the vibration of what you are observing, which causes you to manifest what you were sending the vibration from what you were observing. So spend more time observing abundantness of things. So you're sending that vibration. That could have been a whole show topic, Leanna.
Brilliant.
Okay, John, who else? What else?
Permelia Parham says good morning. And Kelly wants to know what time you're speaking on Saturday.
You know what, Kelly? I want to send that email off because other people are asking, and I kind of like to know too. John and I know the sweet spot because we did it 2 weeks ago at a trade show. The sweet spot is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we spent the whole time at the booth getting people to the 3 o'clock sweet spot.
Yeah.
Could we please keep the emergency exits clear? Please keep the emergency exits clear. I love hearing it.
Love that.
Love it. John Permelia has a question for you. What is overjoy?
Overjoy, well, it's on the chart. It's on the emotion code chart. So the chart has 2 columns, 6 rows. Overjoy is up there. And it's the only positive one on the chart, so it's quite unique. And the way I explain it to people is that it's too much joy for your body to handle. Your body, in other words, your body isn't wired correctly for the amount of joy. So you know how kids get like super excited about something and might, or maybe like a pet might get super excited when they first see you and maybe they like pee themselves. Right, it's just too much joy. Or you tell your kid that you're going to Disneyland and they just lose it, right? And they run up and down the stairs.
Or when they get that puppy, they're get so excited they cry.
Yeah.
And it's the ugly cry.
Yeah.
Oprah calls it the ugly cry. It was ugly.
Yeah, so it's just too much, right? And that can become trapped.
Thank you, John. People always asking me about that too. Jennifer Towner said, I worked on my homework this morning, figuring out those fulfillment needs. So Jennifer has been watching the free training again. So she's working on the process. And she really likes freedom. You know, she's finding that out. Freedom, of course, is one of the words on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I want to read what Kim Renshaw has to say, and then, John, you can read some more. Kim is saying, here from Central Coast, California, getting needs met, and it's okay to be selfish. That's what I'm taking away from the class. Woohoo, join the selfish club, Kim. Selfish, of course, meaning self-care.
Yeah, and Leanna likes that. I've decided
Quote, and so does Amelia Bell. What do you see?
Yeah, Leanna says I'll use them all, cover all bases. Yeah. And yeah, Leanna has question similar to Joe Lou. And I'll read Joe Lou's question. If someone is really stuck in a spin of negative thinking, what's the best way to break that spin? And then Leanna says, when doubt creeps up, do you use the phrase, I have decided again? So it's kind of like that negative thinking coming back again.
Well, I'm not a therapist. I just know what works for me. I've helped a lot of people. This may or may not work for you. But when I get into overwhelm or I'm feeling anxiety or it feels like, ooh, there's lots of stuff on my plate and how am I going to go from that city to that? Whenever I'm having that level of stress or anxiety or just, it's like, ooh, I always say this, right now I'm safe. Right now I'm safe. I'm in my home. I'm in Victoria. I got my favorite coffee mug. I'm looking out at the city. I got lunch plans. Right now I'm safe. In my head, most of anxiety and stuff about the future, but right now, that's not here. Right now, I'm safe. I have everything I need right now. And going back to law of attraction, I can only hold one thought at a time. So what do I need to do to remind myself that I'm safe right now? So I don't think, oh, yeah, but then I got to go to that city and do this and do that. It's like, well, that's in the future. You understanding my point, everyone? It's like a lot of your anxiety and stress comes from your thoughts about the future. So don't think about the future. And I'm saying that, to manage this anxiety, just say, well, right now I'm safe. Right now I have everything. They were lucky, matter of fact. Favorite coffee mug and favorite coffee. Favorite water jug with my favorite water. In my favorite city. Well, I just changed my thought for 30 seconds. And then what happens is that positive thought finds another one. And then it finds another one. And now you're on a rampage of positive thoughts. Just like a negative thought finds another one, finds another one. So you can only hold one thought at a time. I hope that helped. Okay, John, I'm going to refresh at my end. What do you have?
Yeah, that's great here. Linda Buckner says, that's great. Thanks. I have decided that I'll easily and quickly be ready for my move. Yeah. Here. Big Brown. I see a couple question marks here.
Okay, let's do it.
I've been taking a course and they have us figuring out the cause of the limiting beliefs. Now that I know where they came from, is there a way I can use emotion code to clear them? What would I ask?
Oh yeah, definitely say this is why you want to learn how to do emotion code on your own, do it for yourself. So we did an episode on limiting beliefs. Maybe you might want to watch it again. It's when I had Jim in Verarity on. John's dad was with us that time. So you can learn more about it. But limiting beliefs, in many cases, are formed between the age 1 and 6. You heard that before, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where a lot of, so something happened that you bought into a belief, you got it in school or your parents or absorbed it, came from somewhere, and you got this belief that you can or shouldn't or couldn't or whatever that belief is. And then I remember your dad saying that after 7, then we spent our whole life making it true. Trying to prove the point. Yes, I told you you couldn't do that, or I told you you can't have that. So here are Michael Logier's classic 4 limiting belief busters. I just made that up. Who can we get them to write those down? Cornelia, I'm looking at your name. Here is limiting belief buster number 1. Is it okay for me to have blank? Is it okay for me to have a successful online business? Is it okay for me to have success at networking meetings? Is it okay for me to have 2 sales a day? John, do you know another one in that list of 4? I'm trying to put you to work. Is it okay?
Yeah, is it okay?
Is it safe?
Safe. Do I believe?
Same question.
Yeah.
Is it okay for me to have a successful, is it okay for me to have 2 clients a day if you're in that business? Oh, I'm not. Oh, what are the trapped emotions causing me to have that balloon? Click, 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 zip, 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 done, they're done. And then retest it. Now is it okay for me to have 2 clients a day. Oh, it is. Good. Okay, good. That means that negative vibration that was blocking and stopping that has been removed. The next question is it safe for me to have 2 clients a day? Oh, it's not. What are the trapped emotions blocking and stopping that from me believing that it's okay and safe? So is it okay? Is it safe? Am I worthy? And do I believe it? Same 4 questions and bounce them up against whatever the subject is. Now, if you hire John and I for a business or for your, like your business goals or relationship goals, it's quite often that we work on your belief about that, not just about the trapped emotions that are blocking, stopping, resisting it, but what's your belief about that? On this hand, you say you want it. On this hand, it's not happening. Well, what's in between is trapped emotions that are blocking the manifestation. So, okay, Pramelia Pram wrote, limiting belief buster number 1, is it okay for me? Good. Number 2, is it safe for me to have stuff? Is it okay for me to have? Good. Alan Davidson is quoting us from earlier saying, right now I am safe and I can enjoy coffee. Very nice. What else do you see, John, at your end?
Yeah, Barbara Rowing says, you also have to be good at receiving things too. Ask if you are good at receiving what you want. So that's like the positive.
And the law, I use that word with the word valve. What are my receiving valves? Like a valve on a tap, are my receiving valves wide open or are they shut tight? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 would be just shut tight. Is it 1 to, it's a 4. So they're not completely open valves. So what's blocking, stopping me from receiving all, or what's stopping, blocking me from not receiving 100% and find the trapped emotion? So I like that. Yeah. Okay, I'm just scrolling through. If there's anybody we missed, Susan Arthur saying hello. So here's what I'd like to do. We're going to start to wrap up today's show in the next 4 to 5 minutes. I'd like to hear from, 10 people. What did you? Oh, John, I think we might be disconnected.
Yeah, I just lost your video there. I can hear you though.
Okay, it says resolving network edition. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
and we're live. Okay. S happens when we're live. I forget what I was saying other than if you've left a comment. Oh, Kim Whitner wants to know how much water is enough water to muscle test? John?
Well, everyone's different, but yeah, I drink a lot of these. I probably have like 6 or 8 of these a day. Yeah.
You will know your own body around that because when you get a real snapshot tight no, that's the no you're looking for. If it's a slippy no, no. If it's a wishy-washy no, if it's a slippery finger no, if it's a little bit come see, come saw, no. You want to shut the gate, shut her down, no. So until you get that, that's what you want. You want to really, whoo, that was a no. Right there. That's what you want to say. Good.
Yeah, Leanna
I
says,
hear from 10 people. What did you hear today? Something that was new, something that excited you, something that you learned, what your take home's going to be, what you see yourself using in the future, what made sense. 10 people. John, who's the first one to answer that?
Yeah, Leanna is getting a lot from this. Yeah, she says, seeing things as abundant, ! And observe abundance everywhere. And awesome. Yeah.
Hey, and if you did this, Leanna, if you brought a little blank journal with you and you recorded all of that stuff, now you're really supercharging what you're giving attention to, because now you're building a list and it's causing you to write it, which is kinesthetic. It's causing you to see it, which is visual. It's causing you to think about it, which is digital as you build the list. So if you want to goose up your superpowers today, playing the seeing things abundant, write it down. Physically write it down. I know people are going to want to type it. Write it down. Have it in front of you. Put it on your fridge. Be more deliberate about including the vibration of abundance. Okay, John?
I think Brown said a good answer on how much water, very clear. Sylvia says, right now I am safe. That's pretty good. Yeah. Joe Lou says, my like for today, asking myself how many times I've said in the past week I have decided.
On Saturdays, John and I do a show where we are both practicing and talking about the emotion code. We said it earlier at the beginning of the show, but I would like to have John tell us again what we're covering tomorrow. It starts 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. We're going to look for 2 people to practice and do an emotion code session with. Could it be you? John, who are we looking for tomorrow, please?
We're looking for 2 volunteers that have or are susceptible to colds or flu this time of year. If you've been told that there's a flu season, that kind of drives me a little bit nuts when I see those posters up. Or you have a weak immune system, always get that sore throat or in the chest, and it just happens every year and it takes you out for a month. Can the emotion code help?
Yeah. And after tomorrow's show, and we help 2 people, you're going to say, oh, I got to go to the pharmacy. No, you don't. You know where you got to go? You have to go to aliveandpure.com or hangoutwithmichael.com, book a 25-minute session, and let us use the emotion code with you to get rid of your nasal congestion, your chest sores, your breathing, your flu-like symptoms. Don't believe us? Tune in tomorrow. Okay, John, I just wanted to acknowledge Joe, our friend from Phoenix. She said, I had our second Law of Attraction meetup in Phoenix last night. Oh, I love this. A very seasoned Law of Attraction person came and learned something new. She loved your clarity through contrast. Well, sometimes at my seminar, I have the very seasoned Law of Attraction expert come up to me. Oh, I've been teaching Law of Attraction for years. I know it really well. I got 7 groups, blah, 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 blah. And I could just hear their little tone. And I always tell them this. I can guarantee you within the next 45 minutes, you're going to hear things that you never knew before. And you're going to get so excited about what you hear, you're going to get excited about teaching it to your group. Hashtag Miss Know-It-All. Hashtag Mr. Know-It-All. Hashtag that was me being bitter. Susan Arthur, definitely observing and recognizing abundance, changing into a worthy want thought. Yeah, into what I want thought. Okay, John, anybody else leaving his comments?
Yeah, Linda Buckner will use I have decided. Natasha, Paula Samuel, Michael. I like the I've decided statement. Very powerful.
Okay, great. Thanks, NPS.
Joe Lou's laughing at you. With you. With us.
Linda Buckner is going to use the expression, I've decided. That's what everybody's homework is. Lois is saying, I love the to observe abundance everywhere exercise. We love that too. Hey, listen, if you're watching after the recording is done, leave a comment. I observe and acknowledge all of them. So I would like to answer any question that you might have. John, thanks for hanging out with me today. You can check out John's Emotion Code Body Code business. Go to aliveandpure.com, learn more about it and how you can get emotion code or body code treatments over Skype or video or over the telephone. So you can live anywhere, just like a lot of our clients do. I actually turned a client away a couple of weeks ago because she wanted to meet in person for a session. I said, I've done 980 clients and I never met anybody in person, except my friends when we go to Cora's restaurant. Hashtag Cora's restaurant. Then I'll get out the magnet. But I'm not meeting people in person. I'm saying that to say it's fast, it's efficient, and we can get a lot done over the telephone. We don't need to meet.
Yeah. It's breakthrough. It's a breakthrough technology. Like all the gurus out there are talking about emotions and limiting beliefs and all that, and this is so fast. This is like
synchronized his timing. So
yeah,
and we love supporting his work. Okay, John, thanks for hanging out at aliveandpure.com. We're going to see you tomorrow for our show called The Bros Show. And tomorrow, flu-like symptoms. You or your friend? It might be the show that you need to share tomorrow. John, let's say goodbye to everybody watching.
Goodbye.